What's going on, everybody? Can you hear me? First vertical stream. This is a little weird. I wanted to try this because I figured everyone is in my shorts and we're all talking about this in the comment section, so I figured I could kind of get right directly to you guys, but maybe I'm wrong here. We'll see. We'll turn this into a regular stream depending on how this goes. What's going on? I'm trying to see. Let me see my chat. He is peace. He's not. So look, let's get this completely right out of the way from the get go. Right, TikTok stream. That's look. YouTube really wants us to start trying to do this thing. I got an email and they were like, please do this. So I figured I would give it a shot and see what happens. But I'm telling you, so like, doesn't have a full domain expansion make you a special grade? It does not. And I just want to say right from now, from the beginning, if any of this feels targeted or you feel like I'm coming at you, I'm not. I promise. I'm just reading the chat, and this is literally just a debate. So this is just I'm just gonna go back and forth. So don't take anything to heart. I promise. I swear. But no, having a domain expansion does not make you a special grade. Megami is not a special grade. It's Harley. Harley, hey, get out of here. No. My dog was licking her pussy. Um, no. Having a domain expansion definitely. Yeah, you want to see the dogs? Yeah. Hold on. There we go. All right. Um, but yeah, this theory states and implies he is Gigi's. There's nothing that at all that says Yuji is a special grade whatsoever. Do I think Kashimo is a special grade? So like the thing is like we also have to remember that temporary special grade is a thing, right? Like Kenjaku confirms it with Mekamaru, where you can actually temporarily reach special grade status, but not actually be a special grade. Like I definitely think there are arguments to be made that like characters like Hikari, characters like Kashimo, even maybe if you bring in Mythical Beast Amber into the fray, like can reach temporary special grade. Hikari in Jackpot, temporary special grade for sure, without a doubt. Let me see if I can get music playing here. Hold on. I might be able to play music. In my opinion, if someone goes toe to toe with a special grade sorcerer or beats them, then they're special grade. Well, the thing is special grade is completely like a rank that's based on criteria, right? Like grade one is the highest grade that you can go, and no matter how strong you get, you can't go any higher than that. That is just the way that the grading system works. You can argue that the grading system used by the Jujutsu higher ups is outdated and fucked up, but it doesn't change the fact that that is the grading system, and there was no new introduced grading system by the end of the series. Like this also goes into the whole thing where everyone says that Geto and Gojo were grade ones and then they got promoted to special grade. Like that is also not the case at all. Geto and Gojo were a special grade from the very beginning. How they may have been on the level of like grade one sorcerers at that point in time, early in hidden inventory, that might have been the level of power that they had, but they were always special grade because they always, so like a lot of people get special grade and confused with like some kind of power level. Like special grade is concretely based on like the level of potential you have. Like I remember I spoke with another Jujutsu Kaisen YouTuber, and I don't even know. I think we disagree with this completely still, but Broken Ronin, where like Geto is not a character that after he reaches a certain level of curse spirits he becomes special grade. Geto is a character that is special grade based on the near fact that he has curse spirit manipulation as a curse technique, right? Like that curse technique as a whole, as is an anomaly among all different curse techniques in the world, and has the power to take over a nation. Just that curse technique alone, right? So and the same thing with Gojo. Gojo being born shifted the balance of the universe. Gojo being born literally with the limitless with the six eyes was born as a special grade. That instantly makes you a special grade. Same with Yuki. Yuki having the ability to control and manipulate mass itself. And even though sure making a black hole kills her, that is why she's a special grade. She might not have to go that far to destroy the entire planet, but the bare minimum fact that she controls mass as a whole makes her a special grade. Yuta, yeah, oh lord, this debate again. Yep, that's why I chose vertical stream. This is the best possible way to do this because I can just go back and forth and I don't even have to prepare OBS or anything. But like yeah, like that's why again Yuta having the ability to copy curse techniques almost unconditionally. Gege did add a condition later on into the story in order to make it a little bit more feasible. But again, just having the idea, this just having the curse tech, one having Rika and having the ability to copy curse techniques is what makes him special grade. Yuta lost Rika, which is why they took away special grade. And then when they realized that Yuta had Rika again and could copy curse techniques still, they gave him special grade back. Because again, it has nothing to do with the level of power that you're at. It has everything to do with the anomaly of your curse technique, the potential of your curse technique. No matter even if you believe that Yuji can beat Yuta, even if you believe Yuji can beat Yuta, it is not going to be that fact alone doesn't make Yuji special grade. Yuji has a lot of awesome fucking techniques, right? Like he's got the dismantle, he's got the blood manipulation, he's got the reverse curse technique. Like that is definitely he's got domain expansion, he's got simple domain. He is definitely the toppest peak of grade 1. And I would even argue that sure after a couple black flashes if you want to argue that Yuji could reach like a temporary special grade range, I personally don't know if I would give you that level of clout, but at the very least, I wouldn't argue with you as hard, right? The potential of Shinra has Fuga if you're using the potential argument. I mean, but the thing is we don't know if Yuji's dismantle would ever result in Fuga. It's a completely different interpretation of the curse technique. Yuji's dismantle could end up evolving into something completely different, right? Like if there was a Jujutsu Kaisen 2, right? Like I don't think there ever will be, but if there was, like I don't know necessarily if Yuji would adapt Fuga. Maybe his dismantle would become something else. Because one thing that a lot of people do have I would like to see your thoughts on the others you have on previous streams. Y'all thoughts on JJK overall? Yes, Yuji is in special grade, but he is in the top 15 on oh yeah, Yuji's top 10 for sure, in my honest opinion. Yuji's top 10, without a doubt. But I don't think Yuji has anything that would actually make him a full-on special grade. And also, not for nothing, like the people that are like Yuji can take on a country, Yuji can take on a country. Different interpretations of curse techniques don't give you different moves, but the thing is it does, right? Because Yuji's dismantle is completely different from Sukuna's dismantle. Sukuna's dismantle is a projectile slash. Yuji's dismantle, he has to put his hand on the ground or whatever he's cutting, and then it traces a line of scissors. Yuji's completely, Yuji's not top 5. Absolutely not. Yuji's definitely not top 5. Absolutely not. I would say he's top 10. He's not top 5. I have my top 10 in my notes section. I don't know if I can leave this and check my actual phone. I don't know if I'm allowed to do that, if that will fuck up stream or not. But either way, thank you Loud for the 5 gifted. I appreciate that, brother. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, YouTube is like weird. So I think YouTube's trying to be like TikTok. They got that they got like rupees as well, or rubies. I think that's like YouTube's like TikTok, like how TikTok has like the roses and the things that you could send. Like TikTok has like that. It's super weird. But he's top 5. Debate me if you aren't convinced. I can give you top 5 right now. Absolutely not. It is Sukuna. Now, don't get mad at me and let's not get into a stun locked argument about who is in what position. But top 5, Gojo, Sukuna, Kenjaku is 110% up there. I have to hold on. I gotta be able to. Did that end stream, guys, or did you guys see me the whole time? Okay, yeah, no. So I can't leave YouTube and check my phone. That's exactly what happens. It fucks up the stream. All right, I know now for the future that I can't leave. I have to put everything on my computer before I do this next time. But but for one, now this is where it becomes controversial, I guess, specifically because now we're gonna get into arguments of would Yuji be able to beat Yuta and Maki? Because are we good now? I have my computer in front of me. I won't have to. I'm not gonna check. I'm not gonna check YouTube again or check my phone again. But yeah, we're good now. Yeah, I don't think you. I don't think Yuji beats Maki. I don't think Yuji. I don't really necessarily believe Yuji would beat Yuta. To be completely honest with you, I think Yuta would definitely beat Yuji without a doubt. I don't even know. I don't know where all this Yuji glaze came from. Obviously, because he's the main character, we love him. I love Yuji. He can definitely beat Maki. I do not think so. I don't think there's a shot in hell of this man beating Maki. Maki is faster than Yuji. Maki is, excuse me, was able to put up a much better fight against Sukuna than Yuji was. And I know that's a controversial statement, but absolutely not. Sent a laughing disco. Ayo, see, you can do shit. That's crazy. It is just like TikTok. Yuji can beat Maki, but not Yuta. I just feel like Yuta with Yuta's domain expansion. How many people can tank a soul punch or soul cut? Well, I guess it really depends, right? Like, are we of the theory that Yuji is able to just attack people's souls like he is Mahito, or is Yuji only able to get that kind of like advantage over incarnated sorcerers like Sukuna or Ishigori or something like that? Tiberius, thank you for the five. Principal Yaga was on the verge of special grade because of his potential to create an army. Yo, no op, do the NPC thing. I'm not doing the NPC thing. Thank you for the dono. But yes, exactly, Tiberius. That is such a really good point as well. They were almost going to make Yaga a special grade, because he had the ability to create an army with his cursed puppets. And that is honestly one of the biggest things, in my opinion, that fully concretely shows that the series also agrees with my interpretation, right? Because if Yaga, of all fucking people, Yaga couldn't even beat Gaku Kanji. He was getting cooked by Gaku Kanji. Thank you for the member, Mario Busters. Appreciate you. Love you. But they're willing to give him special grade just off of his curse technique alone. That kind of is the whole argument that I'm making, right? Is like it's based off of what your curse technique can do. You get designated as a special grade, not based off of power or rank. It's based off of what your curse technique has the potential to do. If you think Yuji beats Yuta, that means you think he can beat Yuta and Rika. Yeah, exactly. While using things like Future Sight and Curse Speech, absolutely not. Yeah, Yuta, especially in Domain, Yuta is one of the kings. Okay, we'll get that out of the way for sure as well. Yuta is definitely one of the kings. We need to know if Megami could be or is special grade, because I still think Maharaga could solo a country if he got the adaptations going. I would put Megami in a temporary special grade status. Unfortunately, we just don't find out enough about um Megami end of series, because I would imagine Megami probably got a big power boost from becoming a Sukuna vessel. If there was a grade 0, Yuji, Maki, and Akari would belong there. They're way above grade 1. I completely agree with that. Yeah, I think if there was like an in-between section, that's why I think temporary special grade, when they're on again, like Akari, when he's in Jackpot, temporary special grade, without a doubt. But when he's outside of Jackpot, he's not special grade. Maki is an interesting case. So basically, Yuji's not special grade because of potential, not strength. Not necessarily. It's just that Yuji doesn't have anything in his arsenal that makes him necessarily a threat to an entire nation. Like, people that are saying that Yuji would be able to take an entire country down are just, I'm sorry, that is absolute a historical history revision. Like, what the hell are you talking about? Like, I don't know if Yuji's going to be able to take on an entire country. And people are like, oh, well, he doesn't have to take on the United States. He just has to take on like France or something. And I'm sorry, he's not taking on France either. Like Vatican City. Yeah, there we go. Okay, if you wanna use the most that interpretation, exactly. Loud Media, thank you for the five. Can any grade 1 sorcerers beat end of series Yuji? I think Yuji definitely has an argument to be made to be one of the strongest grade 1 sorcerers. But again, like I think Maki, clearly, I mean, you could argue Maki might even make the grade a special just based off of her fucking weirdness and her heavenly restriction. But I would be more hesitant to call Maki a special grade, as well. Um, I I mean, Hikari is a grade one, I would imagine, but I don't know who would win in Yuji versus Hikari. Honestly, I'm starting to probably think that, depending on how things would go, um, Yuji would probably beat Hikari most likely. Gap between special one and special grade, that's the fact there's nothing in between feels weird. Yeah, there's a lot of misinformation that runs through the Jujutsu Kaisen community, specifically around things like this. Like I saw a lot of comments that were saying, "Oh, Yuji's able to beat exercise special grade curses, so that makes him special grade," and that is, again, that's a complete misinterpretation of the source material. The source material specifically states that grade one sorcerer should meet the threshold of beating a special grade sorcerer, but just by reaching grade one. You should bare minimum at least be able to take on a special grade, depending on the special grade, because that is a terrible grading system in and of itself. Like the fact that a finger bearer special grade is the same level as like a Sakuna three finger curse special grade. There's definitely a new system that needs to be made. Yeah, it could be a good video. That's a really good point, Mario Busters. That is a really good point. I think Hikari versus Mahito. If Hikari was fighting Mahito, I think while he was in Jackpot, his automatic reverse curse technique would probably protect his soul while he was in Jackpot. But Hikari wouldn't be able to do any damage to Mahito, and Mahito would be able to kill him uh the moment that he came out of Jackpot. He would have to hope that Mahito didn't give him a one tap. Thank you for the $2. Dead ass Kurarushi is a problem for a lot of people. True. RCT can't heal soul damage though, but the thing is not that RCT can heal soul damage. It's that we've seen Nanami actually defend against Mahito's soul damage subconsciously. It's not necessarily that our Hikari has infinite curse reverse curse technique, right? Hikari has unlimited curse energy just constantly spilling out of himself. So it's almost like he has the Nanami subconscious whatchamacallit, the Nanami subconscious defense the entire but for the full 4 minutes and 11 seconds. I guess you could argue how long would that work, right? How long would that be able to keep up with? Because Mahito himself only says that Nanami would be able to do it like two or three times. But regardless of that, I think just by the nature of having unlimited curse energy flowing out of him, I think for that he'd be doing. What up, Gold? I know, I see you. I'm sorry. I do have a Discord. Discord is members only right now, just to vet people and keep it from getting crazy. Moderating Discord is crazy. If you want to join the Discord, please feel free, but it does cost $1 to be a member. If it makes you feel better, all that money goes to me making more content for you guys. So I appreciate the support. But yeah, no, there is a Discord for the community. Any members of the channel are able to access it. You go right to the membership tab on the channel. It should give you an invite link to the Discord. Um, does Yuta inherit the Zenin bloodline? No, I would imagine that Megami would still be head of the Zenin clan now, right? Who would beat Geto versus Yaga? I mean, Geto versus Yaga. I mean, probably Geto, right? Most likely Geto, I would have to imagine. Why not make it free? Because Discord, running a free Discord and just letting anybody in can be absolute insanity. I have seen way too many Discords get absolutely destroyed by people just trying to be trolls and trying to be assholes, and come in and just post gore and post, NSFW shit, and it's just it's a lot to manage, and I don't my moderators that I have on the YouTube. Thank you, Gold. I appreciate thank you. Appreciate the membership. Um, the moderators that I have on YouTube and the moderators that I have on Discord aren't paid, and I don't want to make this a paid job for them. They do this out of the kindness of their heart for me. So the last thing I want to do is overrun them with crazy shit and getting pinged at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning because some asshole tried to come through and you know, post whatever in the Discord. So it's just an easy way to manage it for now. And then if the community really does become, bigger in the future, and, maybe we can start getting paid mods and stuff like that, then I'm more than happy to open the Discord and just open it for free. As much as I would love to have a non-members, open space, but at the end of the day, I run, two channels. I try to catch up on all the manga that I can. I do a lot of my own personal, stuff. I have two beautiful, beautiful, amazing dogs, right here that I take care of, and I just don't have the time to 24/7 manage a Discord. So it just makes it a lot easier to manage, and especially because it also is just, again, it's just, if someone's willing to pay $1 to fuck up the Discord, then so be it, But at the end of the day, it's just an easy way to vet people for now until the Discord becomes more of like a commodity. We do have a free Reddit. We do have a free Reddit. Who could kill Maharaga between Maki or Toji? I'm of the volition that Maki and Toji are pretty much the exact same fucking, exact same power level, but I know that is also a very big fucking controversy in and of itself. So we'll get back into the whole Yuji debate, because that's what we're here for, and that's what people are coming for. Um, as far as it goes, the Yuji, the thing with Yuji too is Yuji. People are prescribing Yuji like Sukuna's feats, which is just not the case. Yuji does not have Sukuna's cleaver dismantle, and we also, not for nothing, we don't even know what Yuji's domain does. People are literally saying that Yuji just has malevolent shrine when like we don't know if that's the case. There should be a join button while you're watching the stream. There should be a join button while you're watching the stream. If you're on iPhone, YouTube might not give you the option. You might actually have to click on the channel and go through the channel because iPhone tries to take a cut and YouTube doesn't let them do that. Tiberius, thank you for the 5. And thank you for the gifted member. I appreciate this. Get those a domain buster. He could use 2 curses who have domain expansion to open their domain clash and break his opponent's domain expansion. Is OP would be a burnout, but he won't. That's actually a really good point. And that's part of the reason why Kenjaku is definitely like top 5 sorcerers. Kenjaku with Curse Spirit Manipulation, the thousands of years of fucking experience and everything like that. Like, yeah, Kenjaku's a beast, absolute beast. Is the Hunter x Hunter anime coming back? I don't believe so. There's been no mention of that yet. But yeah, Yuji's domain expansion, if anything, even if you want to say it's dismantle and cleave, and just I don't know. I don't think we would ever give Yuji that level of generosity. Yuji might have a domain expansion. We just don't know what it does. Isn't his sure hit the soul dismantles? That could be the case. But as far as it goes, even in the domain, like Nobara hit Sukuna with the straw doll technique, stun locked him, and then Yuji still had to hit him with the Black Flash afterwards. So it's honestly, I don't even know if that's his sure hit. I would argue that's probably the most honest thing you could say would be the soul dismantles. Not to mention dogs, they've come with the special grade criteria that makes sense. Pleasing yourself. What's okay? All right. You've been trying to get that one out for a minute, haven't you? Even based off Kenny's statements, he took on the Sukuna like 4 Black Flashes deep. What are they gonna do? Are you implying that Yuji would be able to beat Kenjaku? That's madness. If that was what the message was. Do I do requests for videos? Well, it depends on what you're requesting. Could Yuta beat Kenjaku? Even that's kind of hairy now that we know the actual level of Kenjaku and the fact that, like, if Yuta could just beat Kenjaku, um, it was a much needed fight. I completely agree with you in the series. I wish we got that. Oh, I know. I mean, he took on a 4 Black Flash deep Sukuna. Oh, you're talking about Yuji took on. Okay. I think Ishigori is a good checkpoint to make it into special grade. He is in special grade. So I was thinking about this. I was thinking about this yesterday. And Ishigori is an interesting case, right? Because Ishigori does have a lot of special grade things about him. Ishigori has the highest curse energy output in history, not just in his era in history. No sorcerer has ever reached a higher amount of curse energy output than him. He's also the only sorcerer that doesn't have a cooldown after his domain expansion. So that's kind of fucking insane, right? And he definitely has more of a an argument to be able to take on like a country or like a nation's army than most other people. I do struggle. I would say like he's definitely like the one like a threshold, right? He's definitely a threshold. Because he does have a lot of special things about him. I can't even lie. To me, with Yuji's curse techniques, it's a deadly combo, a flowing red scale in the zone. Yuji's terrifying. Yuji can be terrifying. Yuji can 110% be scary as all hell, right? That's not something that I would argue at all. However, a lot of people, I think, do have an advantage over Yuji in a 1v1. Like, I would definitely say Yuji versus, like, let's put end of series Yuji in, like, Sendai Colony. Put end of series Yuji and Sendai Colony up against Oro, Ishigori, and Kurarushi. First of all, Kurarushi, that's going to be a major issue. Kurarushi is a major issue. Just based off the very fact that of how Kurarushi works with these swarms of cockroaches that can devour your flesh. Like, Yuji, yeah, has very high durability, reverse curse technique, and I'm not saying that like he would get fucking devoured in an instant like that one dude we see him get fucking taken by, but genuinely speaking, I don't know if Yuji would be able to win that battle, especially if Kurarushi just stays away. If special grade means being able to take over a country, you can simply use friend hacks to make friends with everyone important. Nah, the talk no jutsu. Talk no jutsu, my secret talk no jutsu technique from the Heian era. Yuji solo Sendai, Jesse? First of all, we got 100 people in chat and only 22 likes. That's insane. Hit that like button, y'all. Hit that like button for me. Let me see that number go up. But specifically speaking, that also it might just be because it's all people that are angry at me. But it's just Yuji against Oro is tough because Oro using the space manipulation curse, the sky manipulation curse technique is very tough to fight close quarters, right? Very tough to fight close quarters. We even see Yuta try to throw hands with Oro and his arms getting like flangled, and then Oro is just able to just do a massive amount of damage. I don't see the like. Yeah, I don't know where the fuck it is either, to be honest with you. So I can't blame you too much. Would you put Daruv in special grade? I think he makes it considering the scale of his curse technique and range plus past lore. So Druv is definitely something I was thinking of as well. If he would meet the criteria of special grade, and I think Druv actually does. I think Druv actually does, and I know a lot of people are gonna fucking be mad at me even more about that. Um, but he definitely does because of just by the again the bare nature of his curse technique. Bare nature of his curse technique. Druv has the ability to send out his like giant rat Shikigami, and then those rat Shikigami, as they get further and further away from Druv, just increase the range of his domain expansion. Druv getting off screened was a disservice to actually how fucking OP that this guy should have been, right? So much lore was lost in Druv as a character. Like seeing that fight off screen is insane because if you really think about it, the way that Druv's curse technique works is it said he took over an island, so I think he just barely makes it. He took over. So not only was Druv in his third incarnation, right? Like Druv had his original lifetime, reincarnated once, and then reincarnated a second time to join Kenjaku's culling game. So Druv was a character that was on his third lifetime at this point, right? And on top of this, the way that Ishigori and Oro describe Drew's curse technique, because everyone's like, "Oh, Yuta dog walked or Drew. Yuta literally fucking made Drew like embarrassed him, all that stuff." You have to remember that Yuta was a complete anomaly, right? Like Yuta was a complete anomaly in the current deadlock that was going on in Sendai. The four-way deadlock between Kororushi, Oro, Ishigori, and Druve was that way for a reason because all of those characters were of equal power. And not just for that, Ishigori says specifically that he was only able to get as close as he did to Druve because Yuta was distracting Druve. The way that Druve's technique works, if his domain expands with the range, essentially once Druve picks you up in his range, he has a guaranteed hit on you. His Shikigami, we literally see it happen when Yuta uses the technique on Druve. The moment that it creates the domain around Oro, immediately the Shikigami descend and just start cutting her all across the place. So if Ishigori, again, the character who has the highest curse energy output of history, a very strong durability to the point that he can tank a lot of Yuta's hits. If Ishigori himself was scared to get into Druve's domain, we have to stop downplaying Druve. Because yes, Druve got off screened. Yes, well, from what it seems like, he got low diffed. But I definitely don't think he got low diffed. I just don't think so. Is this not the same Yuta that beat a special grade one-on-one, hold against Sukuna? Even if he's not comparable to other special grades, he's still definitely special grade level. We're talking about Yuta or Yuji? Yuta is definitely special grade level, but Yuji is not. I don't think Yuji is. Yuji's definitely not soloing JJK. Nah, I said Yuta instead of Yuji. I'm a special grade. Hey, let's go. Apocalypse Bird special grade. His blood manipulation also gives him much higher levels of reverse curse technique. He can literally reattach his limbs and heal everything all at once by finding specific injuries. Yeah, I mean, I'll give you that. Like, he has definitely a lot of great things. And something that a lot of people were kind of trying to combat me on was people were trying to act like Yuji was not. People were like, "Oh, Yuji was taking on Sukuna. Yuji was taking on Sukuna. How can you say that anyone taking on Sukuna isn't special grade? Like, Yuji was taking on Sukuna, yeah, but Sukuna was one not even willing to be interested in Yuji the entire fight. Yuji was just had a really good advantage over Sukuna, and on top of that, there were multiple times that Yuji probably should have died that someone came out and helped him. Yuji would not have been able to beat Sukuna without Toto. Yuji would not have been able to beat Sukuna without Nobara. Remember that, right? Like Yuji wasn't even winning in his own domain with Sukuna until Nobara gave him that extra win. Like I just want to say like Yuji was strong, right? Sukuna was also crazy weakened. Exactly. There's a point that Arami makes, and Arami's not wrong when she says this, where you guys literally only won because you had the advantage over Sukuna. You literally only won because you had the soul attack on him. You had the fact that he was inside of Megami's body against him. If Sukuna was in an actual body, everyone would have died. Is this like a troll rage bait stream? Or are you being for real? I'm being 110% for real. I'm only doing this because I saw people in the comment section being just glazing Yuji, and I'm okay with Yuji glaze, but we're just lying too at a certain point. Like I just don't think Yuji is it's Yuji genuinely is just not special grade in my opinion. And also at the same time, I can let me get into this now. Yuji is not taking on a country. Like Yuji, we already saw the sorcerer struggle with the military that attacked Japan. Like, yeah, they were able to get through and survive, but imagine if it's one target that they have and the entire military is attacking. That's missiles, that's airplanes, that's carpet bombs, that's helicopters, that's groundmen, that's tanks. Like come on, like Yuji is soloing 2050 tanks and air carpet bombs and like look, it's like come on. It's I genuinely just don't believe it. This might be a bit much, but do you have a top five of three anime to watch? I mean, Attack on Titan, Code Geass, Some of my favorites of all time. I'm a big Bleach fan. Um, Ranking of Kings, real underrated series. You would make bank doing a video on this. I mean, what would I be able to say that like isn't hasn't already been said, right? I feel like there's so many videos on like Yuji now. Like I guess sure, but I don't want to be pure rage bait, right? And just make a video just out of pure fucking spite. What up, King Kamui? I still think that applies to Yuki though. She's not dog walking a country. I mean, what you could argue that Yuki isn't dog walking country, without sacrificing herself, but Yuki with her mass manipulation was able to cause a black hole and destroy the entire world, right? Just bare nature that Yuki is able to do that, even though it ends up with her dying. Bare nature, that's why she's ranked special grade. That's why she's ranked special grade. Like you could argue that she might even be able to use her mass manipulation on the scale of like a decent amount of that without taking herself out. Like, we didn't even really see Yuki's domain, right? So I really genuinely do think Yuki meets the mark. She can also use Garuda as a bowling ball. Yeah. Who do you think is more durable between Maki and Yuji? Uh I think Yuji would probably last longer in a fight just because Yuji has reverse curse technique. Maki doesn't necessarily have any kind of high speed regeneration. She's got healing of her own, right? She's got a natural faster healing rate. We see that in her fight in Sakurajima against Naoya and everything like that. But it just doesn't. I think Yuji in like a battle of attrition, Yuji survives longer. I think Maki wins against Yuji just based off of the fact that her soul split katana is unhealable from what it seems like. So I have to imagine if Maki, it's the same reason why Maki beats Hikari, right? If Maki cuts off Yuji's arm, that arm is gone. He's not Yuji's not going to be able to heal that arm. Have you ever realized that Kashimo can technically one-shot Adult Gojo since his EMA waves evaporate irradiated objects and are subatomic? So, Infex, it's funny you say that because I mentioned that fact in my Jujutsu Kaisen takes on the Chimera Ants video, and so many people were mad at me for mentioning that. I actually completely agree with you. I genuinely completely agree. I think I don't know if Kashimo would win against Gojo. Gojo is Gojo. But Kashimo definitely could put up a good fucking fight, especially in Mythical Beast Amber. If Kashimo is using Mythical Beast Amber against Gojo, Kashimo can just cut through Limitless. So I fully will wholeheartedly. You're talking to the biggest Kashimo stan in the world. Don't test what I'll be willing to say about this man. But the thing is I've noticed when it comes down to like just the comments that I've seen about Yuji fighting a country and how like there's nothing a country can do against a solo Yuji is just like I've noticed that it's all just agenda. It's so much agenda lately, and instead of just facts, right? Instead of just being willing to just be honest. Like Yuji's my favorite character, so he's definitely special grade. And it's like, no, Yuji's one of my favorite characters too. But let's be honest, there's a lot of people that beat him. There's a lot of people that beat him. Yuji was about to get his domain overwhelmed. Literally, like if Nobara didn't get him that stun lock, he would have lost against Sukuna. Do you agree with the Hollow Purple existence erasure argument? My friend says it's an existence erasure on anything without cursed energy. He's the biggest Gojo Glazer I know. Yeah, that's just not the case. I made a short about that as well that people were very upset about. That Hollow Purple is not existence erasure. There's literal evidence in the series itself that Hollow Purple is not existence erasure. There's multiple characters that have survived Hollow Purple and didn't have their existence erased. It's literally just a giant fucking cursed energy buzzsaw. Just a giant cursed energy buzzsaw. Do you think Upper Moons versus Culling Games is a good video idea? Infex, I actually did that video. I actually did the Infinity Castle. But I guess you're saying put the Upper Moons in a Culling Game video, right? Okay, I understand what you're saying now. Maybe when Demon Slayer comes back, that would be a fun video topic to do. I genuinely love writing those videos. Those videos are a lot of fun to write, despite the fact that the last one was really controversial. But yeah, no, the Shinjuku Shodan Squad versus Chimera Ant video was really fun for me to write. All that stuff. Loud, thank you for the five. Would a full flesh Sukuna be able to do a full recovery with Kamutoke? What are you asking with that, Loud? Doing a video on how JJK and Demon Slayer have similar endings. I would agree with that, honestly, genuinely. I would agree with that. I'm confused by your question, Loud. Like full what do you mean by full recovery? Like would he be able to come back and fuck people up? I don't understand what's going on, but what I see so far is it's mostly rage. But I do agree with the Hell Purple being just a buzzsaw, a very power buzzsaw. And this is also a problem with the internet nowadays. Like any kind of dissenting opinion is just rage bait. Like it's not rage bait. I promise you. Like I fully wholeheartedly have these opinions. I got a comment the other day that was like, "Oh, no one believe no, there's no one agrees with you or something like that." I'm like, I don't need people to agree with me. This is generally like I talk about this stuff for a living. This is what I've literally talked about Jujutsu Kaisen for 2 years. I'm very confident in my opinions, and that's really just what it comes down to. I just don't really feel the need to back down, especially when half the time the arguments that people give me just either don't make sense or are usually based in agenda and glaze more than they are source material and facts. I had someone literally, I think one of the favorite comments I got recently was a Demon Slayer comment I did talking about how Shinobu factually, even in the data books, even in the series, is not the fastest Hashira. Someone commented and said, "You have to show blah 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 blah. Like I think that Shinobu is the fastest Hashira. Prove me wrong." And I said, "Well, I have my short. It talks about all of the evidence in my short." And they're like, "Yeah, well, I think differently than you." And I'm like, "Do you have any evidence that backs you up?" And he goes, "Nope. Well, I think differently than you, and I'm not going to show you any proof because I just believe what I believe. Do say anything against that?" And it's like, okay, so this is more of winning an argument for you than this is actually being right. You just want to be right. You don't care what source material, what truth, whatever the series says. You just believe what you want to believe. You even just told me. You told me outright. You said the quiet part out loud. That was you don't care what anything says. You believe what you believe, and nothing will ever convince you otherwise. So it's like, why would I even continually to talk about this? But yeah, no, it's not rage bait. I genuinely do believe these facts. I wouldn't. I'm not someone that can grift. I don't have the heart for it or the stomach for it. I can't keep a straight face long enough. I could never be. Otherwise, I would be one of the biggest grifters of all time. There's so many easy ways to make money out on the internet, and but unfortunately, I have a soul. Sadly, and that keeps me making the content that I do, the content that I enjoy making, and the content that I research making, rather than just getting on and yapping about whatever's going to make me the most money. Zachary, thank you for the five. Yuji's not surviving a fight with a nation. A lot of them have thermobaric bombs, aka Fuga, on command. Yuji would lose so hard, so not special grade. Fully, wholeheartedly, 110%. 110%, Zachary Wilson. Fully believe that. Let me see if I can find a loud message so I can see what he was saying. No, he didn't. I didn't see what Loud said. Loud, just know that I'm looking for your message. You can't understand why these fellas disagree with you, as if Yuji wouldn't die to a punch from Yuki or a love blast from Yuji. I mean, it's fine if people can disagree with me, right? If people think that Yuji is special grade, I'm more than happy to hear the argument for that. And even if we have a discussion and we completely don't come to the same conclusion and we walk away, disagree to disagree, I'm completely fine with those conditions of a conversation, right? It really doesn't matter to me because at the end of the day, a lot of the difference that I find is that for me, like it's just anime, it's just manga, it's just something that I like to read or talk about in my off time. Again, like I have, a house, I have rent, I have my two beautiful sleepy dogs that despite the fact that I am yapping and yelling, they are sleeping soundly. And I've got every, you know what I mean? Like I've got other things going on. Like this is just shit that I enjoy. Um and like to some people, like this is just their entire personality. Unfortunately, that's what it seems like. Like when I'm saying that Maki didn't dodge the world cutting slash. Not to everybody, but to some people, it's you're you are attacking me and my favorite character that I have made my entire personality surrounding. You are taking away a feat from this character that is my heart and soul and stuff like that. Same with like Gojo. It's the reason why when Gojo died, it was one of the craziest fucking things in the world because people were so gung ho and they loved Gojo so much that when he died, it's Gege fumbled, Gege assassinated it, Gege hated Gojo, all these random things that we can come up with as to Gege killed Gojo when to me, someone that has been reading the story and has been analyzing it, I think since Hakari was introduced. I think that was one of the first YouTube chapter reviews I did was when Jujutsu Kaisen came back from its short hiatus after the perfect preparation arc. So I was talking about Jujutsu Kaisen for almost 2-3 years at this point. And to me, I genuinely was like, dude, Gojo's gonna die. Gojo's just gonna die. And when that happened, I knew that was gonna happen. I wasn't surprised when Gojo lost. Yuna, thank you for becoming a member of the Jogo gang. Appreciate the love and support. And Loud, thank you for the 5. You said got to keep the ball rolling. I generally do appreciate that. I just didn't understand your question, but I'm more than happy to answer it again if you want to answer it. If you want to put it in the chat, Loud. But thank you for the new 5. Is the only reason Yuji could tank, dismantle, and cleave because he was soaked in Sukuna's cursed object, cursed energy? No, I think Yuji definitely has high durability. I think Yuji having high durability is very likely. Like Yuji is just able to tank attacks very easily. He also has, at that moment he had the Sukuna eyes. He had that crazy eyes, right? He may have even been unconsciously using reverse curse technique. Yuji has always had weird healing moments. We've always known this throughout the series. So generally speaking, it wouldn't surprise me. Endurance does not equal durability, right? Yeah, no. Endurance for me is stamina. How long can you last? Durability is how much damage can you take? Yeah, how much damage can you take? So it would be like, Yuji has the durability to take like a granite blast from Ishigori, but does he have the endurance to take 3 or 4 of them? Right? Like it kind of that much. Honestly, Yuta would have lost to Geto if Geto didn't send out all of his curses earlier. Well, that's definitely a confirmed thing. Actually, Gege hating Gojo and killing him because his wife loved Gojo more than her husband was confirmed in an SBS. That part is real. No, it's not. No, it's never confirmed. That's misinformation. That's a meme that got circulated. Gege, we don't even know what gender or if Gege's married. We don't know anything about Gege. And that's also something that kills me as well as someone that has read the Jujutsu Kaisen fan books and data books and has read Gege's interviews and like at least somewhat understands like the kind of information that Gege kind of does put out into the world. Yeah, Gege is actually Charles. Thank you, 110%. My dog's names are Sadie and Harley, by the way. Sadie and Harley. That's Sadie, and that's Harley in the back. Beautiful girlies. I agree with the title. Have a good day. Hey, appreciate that. Yuji has infinite endurance, in my opinion. He does not. Where's the Discord? It says invalid. Hold on. Give me 1 second. What I can do is I have access to my computer. I can just put. I'm just gonna make a members post real quick with the invite link. Sometimes Discord sucks, so give me 1 second. That I can definitely do. That I can definitely do. Yuji special grade plus? How is Yuji not a special grade? When Yuji shows me anything that's special grade territory, I will admit that he's special grade. But until then, members Discord invites. I just posted it. Answer question, in my opinion, no. Simply having a domain isn't a badge or something that did no special grade. Exactly. Supreme grade 1. Yeah, if we want to add something new. I did answer you, Blitzdrake, but I guess I didn't answer the second part of your question, which was is if Yuji wouldn't die to a punch from Yuki or a love blast from Yuta. Like, yeah, I think I think Yuki would beat Yuji, no doubt. I think Yuta would beat Yuji, no doubt. Oh, sorry, I didn't hear. No, you're good. You're good. You're good. I looked into it. The reference to wife is his referencing his brother's wife, but yeah, you're right. Actually, Wikipedia mods are goated for this one. Operator, who do you consider like just barely reaching special grade outside of Geto? We kind of did mention this, but like I said, like like Hikari could be temporary special grade. I could see where there would be arguments for like Maki potentially being a special grade. Do I think Yuji could beat any of the special grade sorcerers? No. I mean, maybe Geto, but like it depends. Again, Geto ranges in power. Can your two dogs do a totality? No, we're not pulling some Full Metal Alchemist shit here today. I like having my two dogs. Special grade is just an anomaly in Jujutsu Society, right? Yeah, exactly. That's kind of pretty much the main appeal of special grade. You're just literally just an anomaly. Mechamaru special grade at least for a short time. Yeah, Mechamaru was temporary special. Mechamaru was temporary special indeed. I subscribe to that. The strongest character Yuji could beat. Also, what win con does Geto actually have? I don't see the argument personally. I mean, it just depends on what cursed spirits Geto has, right? I mean, Geto we know is a pretty decent hand-to-hand fighter. He's pretty decent close quarters combat. You give him a decent amount of cursed spirits that are pretty. We watched Kenjaku fucking body. Yeah, it was a Shibuya incident. Yuji was a lot weaker than that. But we've seen what cursed spirit manipulation can do, right? Cursed spirit manipulation is fucking insane. Yuji can beat Sukuna. How are we all so dumb? Yuji can't beat Sukuna one-on-one. Yuji cannot beat Sukuna one-on-one. That's a fact. How many special grades are alive? Yuta right now? Oh, baby. Sukuna was suffering from brain damage the whole fight, literally. Geto losing to Yuta is the only reason why people downplay him. Gege already said his hands are on par with Shibuya Gojo. Yeah, Geto gets downplayed so badly. Geto is the GOAT. Geto gets such a bad rap. But he is not weak at all. Geto's not weak by any means. Geto is not weak by any means. Can Yuji not single-handedly take over a country extremely easily with his domain? Absolutely not. Not only do we not know what Yuji's domain is, I don't see Yuji going up against 10 tanks, a bunch of fucking helicopters, all that shit. Hey, thank you for the thumbs up. Appreciate the gift. Appreciate it. He was supposed to rival Gojo, right, but that didn't happen by the end of the series, right? That's also another thing that I've noticed in the series. No, I'm talking about Yaga, the principal JJK. Yes, we'll talk about it. We did talk about it earlier, but I'll mention it again for sure. Is like Yaga's whole special grade scenario proves my point. Is that like you are deemed special grade based off of your ability to take on a country. But like again, like Yuji's not taking on a country, but Yaga was almost given special grade because he had the ability to make a cursed army of puppets that had a never-ending source of cursed energy, right? So even though the Yaga we see in the story was not at the level to take on a country, his curse technique bare minimum made him a special grade. It's the same argument that I will always say and have made multiple times that Gojo and Geto were special grade in hidden inventory from the very beginning. They always were special grade. They didn't get promoted in a time skip. That did not happen. Geto's a fraud. Geto's a fraud. no domain, no RCT, got destroyed, and Yuki gets clapped by Yuji. Doesn't Geto have reverse curse technique? I'm pretty sure Geto confirmed he did have reverse curse technique, right? When in his fight with Yuta, doesn't he say that not only he was giving Yuta like Yuta's like, why didn't you just attack me now? And he was like, well, it takes time to heal with reverse curse technique, and also blah 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 blah. I don't know if it was completely outright confirmed, but either way, like Geto doesn't necessarily need a domain expansion, right? Geto is able to use curse spirits that have domain expansion, so it doesn't necessarily mean that like I don't know if you could also argue like womb profusion. We don't know if that was Kenjaku's domain or if it was Geto's domain. But either way, could Hisoka beat the disaster curses if we assume that Nen was a cursed energy equivalent? Oh, that's tough. I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think so. I think the disaster curses are too AoE powerful. I think they have just the advantage. Hisoka's way too fucking way too tactical. Domain is also a good thing to mention too, Jesse. The stream we did on Chihiro and Shibuya was fun. Oh yeah, I really enjoyed that one. Who wins? Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood Father with the God fully absorbed or Jujutsu Kaisen? Probably Jujutsu Kaisen. I would think. It's been a while since I'm not familiar with Full Metal Alchemist scaling, but I don't think they I don't think they get that high. Chihiro ain't getting past Cursed Junpei? Nah, Chihiro did a pretty good job actually. Chihiro actually, the disaster curses were kind of like his limit, right? Like we were able to give him certain win cons for some, but characters like Jogo and Mahito were like instant wins. My friend thinks Yuta can beat Gojo. Yikes! Only God gets like high uni scaling. Father made a son in his first few minutes as God. I guess that's a good point, but like the thing is though, is like I'm a really big like. I hate this whole like, oh, he created the moon, so he's moon level. He created the sun. He created the star, so he's star level. It's like sometimes I don't really like that because specifically in like solo leveling, for example. Solo leveling spoilers, I don't spoil too much, but like there's a character in solo leveling that is able to create the universe, but at the same time they're able to create the universe. They can't die, they can't destroy the universe either. Like they can create that the universe, but they cannot destroy the universe, and they can get killed by things that they have created, right? So it's like there are arguments to be made where it's the same kind of argument that I don't believe in when it comes to like Dagon and stuff like that, where JJK characters are island level because Dagon was able to create a domain expansion with an island in it. But like uh yeah, like Manic, I can make a car, but I could die from a crash. Exactly. It's kind of like I don't really fully believe those. Only a mini sun. We can make those in a lab for a short while actually reaching temperatures much higher. That's kind of what I mean. That's kind of what I mean. Like I don't like the whole power scaling thing of just because you can create something, that means that's what your power level is, because we've seen so many instances in fiction where that just is not the case. Yeah, it's like Gojo makes a universe in his domain, so he's uni level. That's kind of the case, exactly, Yuna. That's wholeheartedly, fully what it is. Is like it's I struggle. Like Jogo is mountain level because we're inside of a volcano when he summons his domain. Like yeah. Have you kept up with Kaiju number eight? I have kept up with Kaiju number eight. Kaiju number eight is peak fiction right now. Kaiju number eight is fucking amazing. Especially with the last couple of chapters. This whole final arc has been everything I could have ever wanted from this story. It is just such a fun read. I love Kaiju number eight. Big shout out to anybody that hasn't read it or has fallen off. Power level is equal to your AP. If he could destroy a universe, that would be different. Do you think Yuji can beat Yuta if he mastered his domain and refined it? I mean, it just depends. Like, I don't like doing this whole thing of like. I mean, I guess we could do like but what's full potential Yuji look like? What would a Yuji that has reached his full potential in the future look like? We could always do that, but I don't like doing that in power scaling. I only like doing what's in the thing. He's called a special grade, and there's never a single instance where he's called a special grade in the entire story. Hey, thank you so much for popping in, Elliot. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Kaiju number 8 versus JJK. How's he doing? Kaiju number 8 actually scales quite high. I mean, Kaiju number 8 actually scales pretty decently high. I don't know where exactly they would go in JJK, but Kaiju number 8 has pretty has pretty high reason to believe that some of the higher tiers of that series they might actually scale to JJK, maybe even give them a pretty decent chance of fighting. But Kaiju number 8 scales pretty high actually. No way the whole stream's centered around this. I mean, that's what we've been doing. We've been chatting. I mean, we've been kind of going off and on the sides, right? If Yuji's domain expansion did something, maybe just maybe he would be the special grade. I just don't like the only thing that would make Yuji special grade for me would be like, he's said to have the technically he has the potential of Sukuna, right? Which you could be like, oh, that's why he's special grade. He has the potential to continue growing and reach the same level as Sukuna one day. And it's like, okay, I guess I could see that. Like that's probably the best argument I could see. That's probably the best argument I would see. Sakuna's planetary, Gojo scaled to star Hikari's country. You're trolling, right? That's a troll. That's like the same thing where someone was telling me Sukuna is planetary and because of the world cutting slash. Sukuna can literally tear the fabric of reality itself and destroy the galaxy with world cutting slash, but he would have to first shrink the galaxy to a size that he could slash before he did it. But he's still galaxy level. Huh? What? If we shrank a galaxy down to a size Sukuna could cut, he could probably cut it. So therefore, galaxy level. What? Like I've heard some crazy things. Especially, you know what? Doing the shorts, doing the YouTube shorts has been honestly a breath of air. I don't want to say fresh air, but it's been a breath of something. Seeing the difference of comments in like long form to short form content. It's crazy. Some of the YouTube shorts are genuinely some of the craziest comments that I've seen. That's how this whole entire stream started. I wanted to talk to you guys directly. Besides Sukuna and Kenjaku, are there any other characters who are special grade outside of the 4 registered special grades? And if so, who are they? I mean, I think there's arguments to be made for temporary special grades, but JJK's country level? No, absolutely not. I wouldn't. The thing is like even though you could say that like a special grade would take on a nation, I wouldn't give these characters country level. Is Yuki only special grade strictly because of a black hole AP? I mean, Yuki's special grade because of the potential that her mass manipulation gives her, right? The bare fact that Yuki has the potential to create a black hole that destroys the world makes her special grade. The bare fact that Gojo is, limitless and 6 eyes and is able to, recycle curse energy unlimitedly and use hollow purple, blue, red, all that stuff, special grade. The fact that Geto can create an army of curse spirits that honestly are never ending, special grade. The fact that Yuta can copy curse techniques unconditionally and he has Rika that can also, do these things and help him in battle, special grade. Stuff like that. Gojo's infinity is star level because he can manipulate the fabric of space. Yeah, okay. Just troll. Versus Battle says Yorozu's high uni. So I can understand where that comes from with the perfect sphere, because a perfect sphere, just by their nature of physics, yeah, but like no. At the same time, no. It's the same thing where like Yuki isn't planetary, right? Like just because Yuki is able to You summon a black hole that destroys everything. Like I wouldn't give Yuki planetary and like throw that in like a versus battle debate. Like actually, Yuki is planetary AP level. She made a black hole that almost destroyed the Earth. And it's like, yeah, but she died doing that, right? Like let's talk about what Yuki would actually do in a fight. Like what kind of output is Yuki putting, on a regular basis? If Kenjaku absorbed the cloning technique from the paper bag dude and each clone could use a domain, he'd beat Gojo. Yo, I fucking wish. Is Fumihiko Takaba special grade? I would put Takaba in special grade. I would put Takaba in special grade without a doubt, for sure. Just by nature of his curse technique. Takaba might not be able to use it on special grade level, but I would say his curse technique does in fact make him a special grade. 110%. Yo, listen, I had the most banger theory, bro. Um, I don't even think Yuki could harm Vegeta in the Saiyan arc. She could not. She could not. Maybe if she catches him in the black hole, but that's like her only shot. Gojo's not even country level. Fully true, Moby. Fully true. But yeah, no, the whole so like I had the most amazing theory about Kenjaku when he died at first. Like how crazy would have been if like when he's like my will would be inherited if Kenjaku was able to split his fucking his brain like Sukuna was able to split his fingers and then we got like the six paths of Kenjaku. You know what I mean? And Kenjaku like took over the remaining Culling game players, or like or used his connection with Mahito's idol transfiguration to like connect his will to like other fucking people. Insane. Delete this blasphemy. Yuji is the goat. Absolutely. I didn't think I would lose you like this. I didn't think I would lose you like this, Noah. That's crazy. That's crazy. Gojo's large city level, I would even heavily debate that. I would say like town level at best, maybe large town level. Like these Gojo and Sukuna were barely fucking destroying Shinjuku, right? I would say like large town level, small town level. I'm very controversial. I'm very conservative with my power scaling though. I don't I very much I don't lowball, but I conservative ball, I would say that for sure. I don't like to glaze too much. Do I think Yuji could beat Kashimo? I don't know about that. I think Kashimo, especially with curse technique, should beat Yuji without a doubt. What would I power scale Gojo's 200% hollow purple? I mean that I believe was about 4 kilometers of Shinjuku. Um, I would like I said I would say like town level. How the hell is Yuji beating Kashimo? What the fuck is he gonna do about against his entire brain exploding? True. Maharaga could destroy a small city. Even that I don't know about. I think people conflate like the Malevolent Shrine feat in Shibuya as like a city level feat, and like it was 140 meters, a maximum 200 meters, which is like not the size of Shibuya. You know, like even that isn't like a city level feat. Kashimo negs, but again, that's like constructed capacity because you have to include attack potential. Even then, I would say town level, right? Why do I think of the 13 inches of venom when you said 4 kilometers of Shinjuku? What happened to PBS Upper Moons? Listen, PBS Upper Moons is written. It is written, it is recorded, it is on my computer. I promise you. It is written and it is recorded. I just have to edit it and put it together. So you might get it in like a week. We might get it in like a week. It's done. I wrote it, I recorded it. It's in the system. It's in the system. I simply need to edit the video and it will be complete. It will be complete. All right. I don't know how much longer I could yap about this. Yutaverse Kenjaku needs a video. I will do more Jujutsu Kaisen stuff when season 3 comes around. I promise. I am I'm just holding off on Jujutsu Kaisen stuff. The shorts are fun. The shorts are very interesting to do and everything like that. But I as far as long form goes, we'll probably won't have any crazy stuff in the future. Where's the Kagurabachi content? I all on my second channel. I do have a bunch of Kagurabachi content. Start the Kagurabachi hype train. I do have Kagurabachi content. Um, Jesse, are you able to post the channel link? I can't do that. I would appreciate it if you could do that in the chat. I think mods should be able to post a link. Um, oh, my baby's having a bad dream. Oh, oh, oh my God. Oh my baby. Hey, baby. It's okay. It's okay. Mm, mm, it's okay. You okay, baby? Are you okay? You're home. You're awake. Go back to sleep. Hmm. He was having a bad dream. Interesting live stream. No ups turning into a just chatting streamer. This was a fun one. Like, let me sleep in peace. She was crying. She was having a bad dream. She was crying. She was having a nightmare. Could you be a special character because he hit the soul? That's kind of rare, but correct me if I'm wrong because I haven't read the manga. So the thing is, like, the soul thing, we just don't know enough about. Because, like, the thing is like, you can make an argument that Yuji, I would love the argument that Yuji just has, soul hits like Mahito and was able to just, like, I made that argument a long time ago. That was one of the coolest things that I thought of was, like, Yuji being able to, like, take what he learned from Mahito and literally, like, do, like two sides of the same coin, right? But we just don't have that confirmation. We know that he can hit the soul, but based off of what Arame says, where you only had the advantage because Sukuna was inside of Megami, and if you fought a full body Sukuna, um, you wouldn't have won. I have to imagine that maybe it's not soul, just soul hitting, and Yuji only has that ability against incarnated players, like against the Culling game. Like if he was fighting Ishikori or Oro, he would have that advantage, right? But I don't know. Jesse posted the No Operator 2 channel link. So if you guys want Kagurabachi content, go check out the No Operator 2 channel link. The second channel, all of my Kagurabachi stuff is on there. Kagurabachi, Sakamoto Days, Don to Don, Chainsaw Man, all that good stuff. You can click the link, go subscribe, go. That's where you'll find all the Kagurabachi stuff. This channel is going to stay strictly like JJK streams, shorts, and like just stuff that I find fun. I'll post my long form like essay form type of content on here. This is going to be more of like my official, more like whatever channel. And then the second channel will be more of like my manga, anime, big stuff. This is still going to be JJK, still going to be anime, still cartoon stuff on here. It's not going anywhere. It's just I'm trying to get a little bit more, organized. And also, Jesse's an awesome person. The lovely Jessie helps me with the second channel so much. Would not be able to accomplish the second channel without her. So thank her very much. But yeah, that being said, probably going to call stream in a little bit because I have been yapping for too long. I don't know how much longer I could yap without repeating myself. Who won in the end, Kenny or Yuki mentality? You know how upset it makes me that that philosophy was never followed through on? You know how upset it makes me that that was never followed through on? It was mentioned once in that one tiny Sakuna versus Maki moment. Bullshit. Fucking bullshit. I wish we saw more of that. I really, really do wish we saw more of that. Will this become a VOD? I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen with this stream. I genuinely have no idea. This is a weird one. Um, Read Centuria and Mad. I have to read Centuria. I really, really, I've gotten nothing but good things about Centuria. I haven't heard of Mad. Maybe I have, but I'll check it out. It should become a VOD. I will. I'll see. Like I said, I don't know what will happen because it's in short form, so I don't know what YouTube's gonna do with this. But when will I stream again? Um, like a vertical stream? Probably soon. This actually went pretty well. This actually went very. This was very fun. Honestly, I might do this more often. And especially because I know that I can, like, if I post like a short and like the comments are crazy, like I can just hit a stream and just jump right into it, right? So I might actually just do this more often. Again, YouTube sent me an email and was like, "Dude, we're pushing, vertical streaming. Please do this." So. We'll see how it goes. They want me to do it 3 times. So I'll probably do this 2 more times. I'll see what happens. But yeah, guys, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that like button. Calling Yuji's best grade seems fair because he has like 2 curse techniques at this point. I don't know if that doesn't really influence my opinion on that. Maki is like an anomaly. I don't know if I would consider Maki special grade just based off the fact that she's like not really a sorcerer. But like Maki definitely has like criteria to be like she's an anomaly. I don't know if you would argue that she could take on an entire country with heavenly restriction, but she's definitely. I don't know. I would make her a grade 1 either. I would consider her like Jesse said earlier, like a grade 0. Like that would honestly be like ideal, having like a grade like 0 or something like that in between, because it'd make this conversations like this so much easier to talk about without there being so much shit slinging. But all right, y'all. I genuinely do love and appreciate you all very much. Oh, hold on. Did I miss things? Hold on. I just saw your dono, Tiberius. Thank you. Thank you for the $2. Shout out to Mario for getting in a film fest. Hey, Mario Buster is in the film festival. Let's go. Mario Busters, post your film fest link before we go if you're in here. Post your link or something so we can show some love. Don't leave us hanging. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Infex. I appreciate you. Be honest, Gojo's depth superior to Sukuna if all other factors be equalized, right? That's another stream for another time. That might be the next stream. That might be the next fucking stream, honestly. Would Gojo still win without 10 shadows? We back. What happened? Post your film festival link, Mario Busters. We're congratulating you. Yeah, that'll be the next one. And then we'll get a bunch of other fucking chats as well. Being like, is this rage bait? Is this rage bait? Are you rage baiting? No one's allowed to have different opinions in this world anymore. It's sad. But it's fine. It's fine. It's okay. I love you all. I love you all. Whether you came to hang out, you came to hate, you came to glaze, you love me, you hate me, you agree, you disagree, whether I was able to argue you into believing me or you just didn't agree with me at all. Genuinely, I appreciate you stopping by. If you are a member, go to the channel. Click on the Discord link, join the Discord. Remember, you can join the Discord for $1. Join the channel membership. It's only $1. If you want to become a big time Jogo gang, you can, you want to show real support, it's $5. And you get access to the Discord, you get access to all a bunch of fun stuff. If not, genuinely, I just love and appreciate you for being here. You're all great people. Hit that like button if you haven't already. That helps the stream way more than you know. To be honest, you have some opinions I disagree with, but I don't think you're bad, to be honest. Well, I appreciate that, Yuna. Thank you. The thing is like, at the end of the day, like I said, even if we don't agree, that's fine. We can all hang out and we can all still enjoy the series. We don't all need to think the same thing. I don't think everyone needs to think the same thing. I'll say my piece, we all say our piece, and then we all say, awesome, we move on, we carry on, and we keep having fun. And that's the best part about it. That's the best part about it. That's the best part about it. I love everything about anime and manga, and I'm never going to stop doing it. But y'all, I love you all. Please go support Mario. Go subscribe to the second channel. If you're a new member, join the Discord. And yeah, maybe I'll do another one of these vertical streams soon. I might still stream again for the Phantom Parade stream. We'll see. I'm gonna take a little breaky because my fucking voice is killing me right now. After yapping about this for almost an hour and a half straight. But yeah, we might still do another Phantom Parade stream. Tomorrow, if you are still in stream, I do have a long form video. Changed my mind about Yuji's power scale. Hey, I love hearing that. I'm happy to hear that. Um, I do have a video coming out tomorrow. Solo leveling versus Dragon Ball Z. How far would Sung Jin Woo be able to get in Dragon Ball? I'm sure it'll be another controversial time. But it was such a fun video to write. I enjoyed a lot of it. It was so much fun. It wasn't fun having to rewrite the video 3-4 times because of all the different researches and all the different things that I wanted to take and double checking my work and just making sure that I just did everything as unbiased and as equal, as like realistic as possible. So yeah, but I'm sure there'll be some fun comments on that video. But again, it's all fun, and that's what I guess I want to get apart. And like I guess like these streams really help, especially just seeing it. What's up, China Doll? I'm sorry you be coming in so late. I'm sorry, but I'm happy to see you. 11 months. Thank you for being a member for 11 months, Jesse. Appreciate you. You know I appreciate you. Love you, girl. But yeah, it's all just it's all just fun for me. I enjoy having fun. I enjoy writing about Jujutsu Kaisen, writing about these anime and manga, and coming up with these crazy scenarios. I do enjoy debates and power scaling and everything. And at the end of the day, none of it is a place of malice. None of it is a place of evil or meanness or me wanting to be right or me wanting to prove that I'm the most smartest person in the room. Um, I just like to talk, and like I said, maybe like as some people have said, I was able to let them see a different perspective. And I always appreciate people being open and honest with me and telling me their perspective because maybe I'm gonna see things from a side that I've never seen before. Six eyes or Sharingan? Sharingan every day. Sharingan every freaking day of your life, baby. It's always Sharingan. It's always Sharingan. Um, why Sharingan? Sharingan gives you basically almost everything the six eyes can do, but with the copy ability on top of it. Now, it doesn't give you like the recycling curse energy or the unlimited stamina, but like think about it. Like if you just have the six eyes and no limitless, like yeah, that you could be a problem. You could be a pretty big problem. You could definitely get pretty fucking strong. You got the Sharingan. I mean, come on. The world is your oyster. You know? JoJo vs. Shibuya is a banger video idea when Steel Ball Run comes out. Steel Ball Run would probably be a little bit more reasonable. I feel like doing like part three versus Shibuya might not go well. Um, Part four would be a little bit more realistic. Maybe even part five. Maybe even part six. But still gonna go over the cross verse battles you asked for. Yes, I will. I'm waiting for more of them to build up. I didn't get as many as I wanted. So we're just waiting for more of that to build up, and then maybe we'll do a vertical stream like that. Maybe that honestly might be the best because I can have the screen right in front of me, and we can just go. Have to be generous with JJK speed or downplays JoJo. That's what I mean. It would have to be the right part. It would have to be the correct part of JoJo's for sure. Sharingan's way more useful. That's what I kind of mean. I think I could help you edit your vids. I appreciate that. I'm always taking applications for new editors. I'll be honest though. Sent a gift, a mystery gift. Duh. TikTok is so interesting, or not TikTok. The YouTube short is so interesting. Thank you, China Doll. I do it for free. Oh, well, that's nice of you. I appreciate that. Hold on. I've never seen that before. Yeah, that was a little that was interesting. Hold on. Maybe I have to. I don't. Yeah, I don't even know. That's weird. But thank you, China Doll. I appreciate that. I don't even know. Maybe it's like I'm like okay. Maybe I can open it. Maybe does it show me something? But like it doesn't let me open it. It's just like a. It's just a little gift sticker. I don't know. NPC stream as Miwa or we riot. Oh God, I don't even know. I think I threw. To be honest with you, I think I threw the Miwa wig out, guys. I don't know if I have that wig anymore. Well, I think I threw it out when I moved. If you want me to be completely honest with you, I'm a fraud. I know I fucked up. I'm an asshole. But yeah, I don't know if I have that wig anymore. That was a legendary time. It really was. What up, Wyatt? The thing is that's crazy is like I used to think like my problem was like I didn't have enough people to help me edit. My problem is I don't have enough time in the day to write all of the fucking ideas that I have. Yeah, it's like that's my big issue, especially now that we do like the second channel and we do the daily shorts and we do everything else. Like it's just tough to keep up with. Why is that me or is that just I don't know. It's just tough to find time to actually write and get my thoughts out. And half the time like I have to be in the right mood. It's tough. But you guys keep me alive. You guys keep me young. Sharingan or Byakugan? Sharingan all day, every day. Honestly, I'm a big Sharingan fan. I was never a big Hyuga fan. Have some Hikari slander for the end of the stream. I needed to sleep peacefully. Golly, man, Hikari slander. I don't have much to say about Hikari. Honestly, I don't know if I have I don't know if I have an insult in the bank right now. Thank you for the gifted member, China. I appreciate that. I don't know if I have Hikari slander in the bank right now. I'd never have Kashimo slander. Kashimo is our king. We love Kashimo. Nothing bad to say about Kashimo ever. Kashimo is the goat. I mean, there's some controversy. There's some Hikari slander. Hikari technically lost to Kashimo. I would personally say that Kashimo beat Hikari 3 times, and Hikari only won because he has hacks. Kashimo is the better sorcerer. I would say Kashimo is stronger than Hikari. Not having Kashimo slander is the same as having Hikari slander. Thanks. I appreciate that. Kashimo would have won if they weren't near water. Facts. Said thank you and good night. Hikari had to open that domain on Charles first. True. We don't know what would happen if Hikari had to fight and then hit jackpot. Such a good point. Yuta's definitely special grade. Kashimo, in my opinion, stronger than Yuji. I completely agree. I 100% wholeheartedly agree with that statement. Wholeheartedly agree. You should react to the Kashimo vs Sukuna fan animation by red hair guy. It's peak and does him justice. I think I've seen that before. Kashimo with 8 black flashes out of nowhere. Do you think Toto's stronger than Shoso? Oh yeah, Toto with his motherfucking new boogie woogie. Don't even get me started on the fucking Toto glaze with that new boogie woogie, the Vibra Slap boogie woogie. Holy, the 50 fucking times in a second or something like that swaps. It's done. Toto is special grade. Toto's new special grade. I'm just kidding, but Toto got ups. Toto evolved to a new level with that fucking Vibra Slap swap. Literally, Sakuna couldn't even fucking keep up. Sakuna was only able to keep up because Yuji had it because every time Yuji went to go throw a punch, he was so good at hitting black flashes, Sakuna could feel the spark of his cursed energy. He would literally feel the black flash coming before it came to him. That's the only reason why Sakuna was able to keep up with Toto and his Vibra slaps. Otherwise, he would have been getting the work put on him. The strongest sorcerer at the end of the manga, now that the two of the strongest are dead, Yuta probably. Yuta and Takaba. Yuta and Takaba are the pillars of the new world. Do you think Toji or Maki could fight a super soldier, or would it be hard for them? What is a super soldier? You mean like Captain America? Yeah, I think so funnily enough, I did a video with DJ Miles on Toji versus the Avengers. And I think Captain America was like the closest matchup we were able to give to Toji. Toji was faster, definitely, but still crazy to me that Higuruma lived. Don't even get me started, bruh. But all right, guys, we've been streaming for like an hour and a half. The vertical stream was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it, and it was generally a good time for me. I'm gonna call it here, and like I said, we may still do the Phantom Parade stream later. We'll see. But even if I don't, I genuinely do appreciate you guys for everything. Thank you for the support. Until next time, hey, Mario Busters, good luck with everything. I appreciate you stopping by, hanging out every time. And I hope everyone has a good rest of the motherfucking day. I'll be sending you nothing but love, sending you that spirit bomb energy. And yeah, peace, guys. Have a